Hello, this is the board packet for the Monday, January 9th board meeting. It is kind of short, so I'm going to combine both the board agenda and the administrative report into one video. So first off, some of the same items, the minutes, obligations, United Clubs, not a lot of changes there. Administrative reports, we have a lot of people we wanted to recognize, some citizens of the week, some awesome people who've come in to help, a lot of board members. We wanted to thank them for helping out with our Christmas dinner, student council, some staff members, just making things really nice the last few days before the Christmas break. It made it very special for a lot of students. Some upcoming events. This is actually the day of the board meeting, January 9th from 4 to 6. Elizabeth Calava is going to be coming and presenting if the roads are okay. She'll be here in person. And then also in March, this is going to be a virtual meeting, and it's done by the Montana School Boards Association, and it's a school budget symposium. So you can attend it online or you can watch the recording, and I'd recommend the board members and anyone else who's interested to attend that. Also, to get more community involvement, we have updated our board items that are scheduled. So if board members could get in here and look at what the main items we have coming up on agendas in these different months, what areas of improvement we have to focus on, what policies we focus on and when, and any facility and safety updates and walkthroughs and reviews that we do. And then we have some community fun nights. The next one we have scheduled is January 6th. And unless something changes, it will be our Pinewood Derby. It went very well last year, and we're excited to be able to host that. It'll be at the high school. And then also requested by the board, this is going to be a luncheon we'll do every quarter, a couple times throughout the year, where you can come in at 11 o'clock. This one is going to be at the elementary school on the 30th at 11 o'clock. You come in, visit some classrooms, and then sit down and have lunch with a handful of students and get some questions answered and get a kind of an inside scoop on what's going on. I kind of talked about already some of the great things that happened leading up to the Christmas break. Again, a lot of people to thank for that. And then over Christmas break, our maintenance and transportation were very busy. We had a lot of snow, as everyone knows, and we had some cold temperatures, which we had some issues we had to work through. But a big thank you to our maintenance crew for all the work that they've done to maintain our facilities, keep them comfortable, and for some of the extra work that they were able to do, some of the painting and things like that. Also, some district-wide items. I'd encourage board members, community members to get in and look at all the district history that we have. You can get on it right on our website, some of the old newsletters, old newsletters from the 30s, 40s, and pictures and things like that. It's fascinating to read and see. There's a timeline here also. Just an update on the heating and ventilation and cooling. We're still looking at the middle of January to get the first draft from our Johnson Controls, our engineers. And we've done a lot of work with some grants. We received the pre-employment transition services. This is to help mainly special needs students, to help them get the skills they need to be successful after high school. We're getting also air purifiers, a food service grant, and we're working with Johnson Controls also on a facilities grant. Hopefully this could help fund the rest of our HVAC update. So the HVAC that we're working on here is just they're the plans for both facilities, our elementary school and our high school. We hope to fund some of that through our leftover COVID money, and then the remainder of those funds would be coming from hopefully this grant, the Renew American School Grant. Also, we have a presentation back on the agenda. We have a presentation from our instructional coach, Mrs. Amelia Downey. We're excited to have her. Some items for consideration. We are recommending Nigel Vistica be hired on as a part-time. He's going to be teaching one period for the rest of the semester of woodshop class and one period for music. And so he is working on his emergency licensure, and we're hoping that he'll be able to do an emergency licensure over the next few years and be able to finish up his music degree that is going to be online, and we're going to help fund that. And he'll be a fully licensed teacher. But in the meantime, we have to go through a process to get that emergency licensure. And then also we recommend Ed Sedler as the head high school tennis coach. We don't have any elementary hiring, and as requested by board members, we split it up where we have the K through 12 hiring, and then we have the K through 8 hiring down here. And then we have 2 policies that we're recommending. The first one is, it's already in policy, this addition here. This is the agreement that anyone who utilizes the facilities, whether it's individual or groups, they have to sign this agreement. Again, this is in policy already, that all facilities are closed after 6 p.m. on Wednesdays and all day on Sunday. This is just to make sure that those people who are utilizing our facilities and filling out this form are aware of that. So there's no actual change in policy. That's just making sure that we're communicating that clearly. And then the last one is the selection of library materials. So this has been discussed in years past, and some board members brought this up. We're recommending this policy. So anyone who purchased books or any other educational materials have some kind of a guide on what items we want and what items that we don't want. So read through this. The main thing is we want items that promote positive choices and character development, and things that would disqualify materials would be extreme violence, glorifying violence, major profanity, glorifying or promoting sexual activities, promoting insubordination, and promoting or glorifying drug, self-harm, etc. Things like that. So this can be subjective, but I think it gives some kind of guidance and direction to those people making those decisions. And if there are further clarifications that can be done, we can make that a kind of a discussion item too, as we're figuring out exactly where we want to give that guidance to individuals making requests of purchasing items. And then we have some items of work session. Our strategic plan, you've seen that. Our course offerings, it's just a list of the classes, our course schedule basically for the high school and the elementary school, our graduation requirements that we have. Again, these are items that we review every year. Often they're not changed, but it's just a good discussion item, and also to make sure that board members, community members are aware what requirements that we have. Our instructional framework, what guides what goes on in the classroom. Between the bells. And then also we're going to talk about our support programs, our intervention, our title, our special education, our after school program, summer school, and parent support groups. We'll talk a little bit about library and media center. We're going to be in the library, so you can see some of the cool things that Ms. Ruffer's doing in there. And then also want to talk about open gym scheduling. It's great to see all the people coming out to our open gyms, our students and community members. A huge thank you to Mr. Morris for doing that. He does a great job in getting that organized and overseeing that. And just want to get some ideas on how we can expand that a little bit more. And then the last item would be my evaluation. This will be an executive session and talk about my evaluation, and the board members will remember that they wanted me to fill out my own evaluation, and then we'll have that as a discussion point. So I'll have that ready in the board meeting. And then if there are any public input at that point, we will do that. So if you have any questions between now and the board meeting, please let me know. I'd be happy to help, and have a great week.